Hi students, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we'll be looking on how to prove quadratic formula by using the completing square method. This is one of the major problems students are having in how to derive quadratic equation or quadratic formula, which is usually known as almighty formula. So to prove this is what we are asked to prove here. Minus b plus minus b squared minus 4ac over 2a. This is what we are asked to prove by using the equation x squared plus bx plus c equals to 0. So if you want to solve this equation, there are 4 steps you need to take before you can solve this or prove this equation. By using the first one is leading. The second one is MC, which is the middle constant, and the other one is known as the middle constant over 2. So the first step is middle constant over 2 raised to power 2. So these are the steps we need to understand. The step you will be able to solve to prove almighty formula at any given time. So the first one is the leading. The leading simply means the first equation, the first alphabet or the first number given to us is the leading. So the first number here is x. So which I'm going to, is ax. So the first number here is a, which I'm going to divide every number by the leading. Divided by a, by a, by a, by a. That is the first step. So I'm going to cancel a because a can go in a. A cannot go in b, neither x. A cannot go in c, a cannot go in 0. Therefore, we now have x squared plus bx over a plus c over a equals to 0 over a. So when we look at the equation now, we can now see that we have x here, we have x here. But here we don't have x, we don't have x here. So it simply means we are going to collect light x by taking this number to the other side. So this will give us x squared plus bx over a equals to 0 over a. Don't forget, when plus is crossing over, it is known as minus. So plus times invisible minus gives you minus. There is an invisible minus. So plus times minus gives you minus. So therefore, if you go to the back of 0, which will give us minus c over a. So 0 cannot add value to any number. When you use 0 minus 1, it does not add any number. It's either 1 minus 0. So therefore, since this one cannot add to c, we can cancel this out of it because 0 minus 1 is 1. 0 minus c is c. So therefore, we have x squared plus bx over a equals to, this one has been cancelled, we have minus c over a. Don't forget, when you have 1 minus 0, it is 1. When you have 0 minus 1, it is minus 1 because 0 does not add any value. 0 cannot add value to 1. So therefore, and the sign belongs to 1. So we have minus c. So therefore, we are through with the leading. Then let's go to MC. MC simply means the middle constant number, which will give us, the middle number here is b over a. So we bring it out, b over a. So when we have b over a, then we also have, this is the middle constant, we are through with that. We are going to the next step. We have to divide the middle constant by 2. So middle constant is known as 1. We multiply it by the MC over 2. So the middle constant is b over a times MC is 1, m is 1, c is 1. So 1 multiplied by 1 will give you 1. So therefore we have 1 over 2. So this will give us b times 1 will give us b, and 2 times a will give you 2a. Okay? So we are 2 with that. Then we go to the last step of it. The last step is MC over 2 square 2. So which we are going to put it in brackets square. So therefore, I'm through with all the steps. I'm going to use this to add both sides. So I have x squared plus, I'm going to use this on both sides here, into the side and the other side, which we have b over 2a over square. Remember, we have used this already, we have converted it to square. So which we have minus c over a plus bracket b over 2a squared. And remember, we have x here, so we are going to be putting x. So I want to make x the subject formula. We have 2x here, we have x squared, and we have x on the other side. So how do I eliminate that? I'm going to divide x squared divided by this x. And you know that x squared will give you x times x over what? X. So x can go in x, we cancel x, we are left with just 1x. So therefore I have x plus b over 2a in brackets. Then I have my square. Remember this one has been calculated already. I have used this to divide this. So which will give us minus c over a. Then we have plus. Then b times square. Remember this square is serving for this 2. It's serving for b and as well serving for 2a. So b times square will give us b square over 2a times 12 is 2a square, which is 2a square. Simply means 2 in 2 places times a in 2 places. 2 times 2 will give you 4. Multiplied by a times a will give you a square. So this will give you 4a square. So we have 4a square. So what we have now is x plus b over 2a is square equals to minus c over a plus b square over 4a square. So what I'm going to do now is to look for the LCM of a and 4a square. So we are going to pick 4a square because a can go in 4a square. Likewise 4a square can go in square. So therefore we have 4a square. So 4a square in a, 4a square in a, 4a square divided by a. So this will give us 4 times a over what? A. A we cancel a, we are left with 4a. So 4a times minus c will give you minus 4ac. Okay? Then 4a square divided by 4a square will give you 1. 4a square divided by 4a square. This in this is 1. So our answer is 1. 1 times b square will give you plus b square. Okay? So therefore, we are going to bring this b to the other side. We want one sign. We want to make use of one sign. So therefore, b will come to 4a square, 4ac, and 4ac will go to the back of b square. So this will give us b square. Minus times plus will give us minus 4ac over 4a square. So we are still going to repeat this x plus b over 2a. Therefore, when you have the square of this, when we want to make x the subject formula, we have square. So what we need to do is square root both sides. Remember, square root is 2 and square is 2. So square root can cancel x as well. Likewise, square can also cancel square root. So therefore, this can cancel this, which we have x plus b over 2a equals to, then we also have to square root this as well. We cannot square root this, we cannot cancel this because this square is standing for only b. It's not standing for the general purpose. So therefore, we are going to repeat this, which is b square minus 4ac over 4a square. So therefore, we want to make this two. We want to pick the denominator to. We need one denominator to fill this two. So how do I do that? We are going to factorize between this. Factorizing this gives you 4a square divided by 2a. Remember, this will give you 4 times a over 2 times a. A will cancel a, and 2 will cancel 4, which will give you 2. 2 times a will give you 2a. So this in this will give you 2. We are left with x plus b equals to the square root b square minus 4ac over 2a. Remember, these have been cancelled. So we want to collect the item, we want to make f the subject formula. Remember, when you want to make a variable or a number a subject formula, then everything that is with that variable, you have to eliminate it. We want x to stand on its own. That is the meaning of subject formula. So therefore, we have x, b will cross over to the other side. When b is going to miss square root, then we introduce what we call plus and minus. So this will give us plus, we cross over becomes minus b. So we introduce plus and minus square root b square minus 4ac over 2. This is the final answer. We can see that what we have here is minus b plus minus square root b square minus 4ac over 2. The same thing we have what we have here. So this is how to prove the almighty formula. And please don't forget to subscribe. Just hit on the red subscription there. God bless you.